Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Manchester United, yes, of recent years, they've got Pogba, historically Ronaldo, they've had stars. But and on top of being that club that's won Champions League and won Prem and biggest in London and all England, sorry, I said London. I mean, most of your fans are in London, so yeah, United fans, you've got to allow me. I've got to buzz my friends, but yeah, United's a club that puts maybe not of recent years, but big emphasis on homegrown players. Paul Scholes, you could claim Paul Pogba, even though he's technically French, but Paul Scholes, Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs, Bex, the list goes on in it. If you know, you know in it. Yeah. So while their academy, in my opinion, is kind of going backwards a bit of their own standards, they've still got numerous talented players. They've got Chong, the young lad of from the young winger that's a Dutch youth international. If he can stay fit, he's got a genuine chance of playing football in the future for United's first team. They've got Callum Gribben as well. Probably gone off the boil a bit from when he was a 16-year-old to now 19 years of age, but another one that's got genuine potential. They've got a whole other lot of dotted players. I mean, Gomez, he was part of the under-17 side with Emil Rose Smith, with Nia Kirby, with Sanjo, with there's numerous Panzo, numerous players within that winning side that are gonna have a great future, and you'd argue he's gonna be one as well. Probably didn't get as much game time because of Foden and that, but yeah, he's gonna be one as well. And my personal favourite at United is Lard. To be fair, he impressed me playing against Liverpool last season. What was the game, the academy game where between the two sides where it was snowing and I don't know how the game actually went on. Can't remember if it was at Liverpool's home pitch or United's, but he impressed me in that. But one guy I've got a time for is Mason Greenwood, man. Like, he's 16 years of age, a long way away from first team involvement and all of them things beyond pre-season. Can't believe he, like I said in the previous vid, he didn't go with the under 17s to the European Championship. He's someone I believe's got genuine potential. To my knowledge, he can play in a number of positions on the flanks, up front, in the 10. He can do a number of things. Personally, I prefer him in the 10 role because I believe he's got people that watch him on a more consistent basis will probably know better than I am. But I just like the guy. He's very majestic in how he plays. He's just very rarely do I get this buzz about a young player, and it does feel like he's one of them. Like the way he passes, the way he moves, it's like I don't want to say it's a level above everyone, but it looks calculated. He's very cute with his touches. He's very proactive. He's technical qualities are there. His range of passing's there. Like, he's got it all in my opinion, and he's just got to develop that a bit more, become a bit patient. And I know United fans might say a bit different with Jose and the connotations with him and young players, but he's someone I believe can go all the way for United. To be honest, Mason Greenwood is a very good player, especially for me. Anyways, how he was playing last year. I know he had a couple injuries, and it probably weren't the best. The campaigns from him. That with his ability, but I do believe he's got genuine potential, and I don't know why he wasn't involved at under 17 level in the European Championships. So yeah, he's someone I got a lot of time for, man, and I believe he could be the next. He could be one off the United conveyor belt. Although people did say this about Dimitri Mitchell a few years ago, and also James Garner, someone who did go with the under 17s to the European Championship. For me, again, he's a central kind of midfield player. So with that, the technical qualities you looking for, the technical qualities, the positioning, the all of these sort of things you look for in a midfielder. He's got it all. But like Greenwood. But one thing I'd say stands out about for me the most is his leadership. He's very vocal. He's very stands up to be counted. And if he's not doing that, he's leading by example. And very rarely do you feel that about a young player. I believe both of again. We might look in a few years and say what was all that about. But I do believe there's a number of players that could have a couple could have a future at United, man. Like, I believe these two couple of players in Mason Greenwood and James Garner could. Like I've said, you've got Gribben there. I personally like the defender Lard, and we can play at centre half or at left back. You've got Chong, who's I believe is a case of when not if everything goes to plan. Gomez as well, when not if everything goes to plan. Who's that other one, man? The other one, it begins with a B. It's escaped my mind. Either way, there's a collective amount of players, and they've brought in a couple foreign players that are decent. The lad from Espanyol and the lad that was formerly of PSG, I believe, Ali something. So they've got some decent players there. So we'll see how they develop over the next few years. I mean, Mason Greenwood's only 16. James Garner's 17, turning 18. So it's a long way to go. But they've both got they've got the building blocks to go and have a decent future in the game. And it's always going to be tough at United. Obviously, you got Pogba, you got Fred now, you got Matic. There's some good options, and it remains to be seen if Scott McTominay has a long-term future. But just on the basis that Scott McTominay managed to get into the side and play against sides like the Seville, I'm sure there was a game he got started in favour of Pogba, regardless of what was happening between Jose and Pogba, Scott kind of shows that it can happen for you if the manager likes you, that being Jose, or it shows you the pathway's there. Whether he has a long-term future at United remains to be seen, but there's a small encouragement both of these players could take from him. So yeah, they're two players I'd be. I don't want to say excited because I don't like to get excited about young players because it puts a lot of hype on them and pressure on them. But they could take joy in them because yeah. I mean, Greenwood's doing his thing at youth level for England and obviously United. I believe he should go off on tour. He's gone off with tour with the United boys to America. If he hasn't, I stand corrected, but he should. Yeah, there's nothing more to say on that front. Guys, deluded, please get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for watching.